Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1968 Olympia SM9 vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Made in Western Germany and one of the top typewriters of all time. I rank this as number 2 behind the Great Hermes 3000. And a lot of people will rank this as number 1 because it's the most durable typewriter and it's super smooth, also known as the Mercedes-Benz of typewriters. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper. This is your left margin. I'm going to set that on 0, and the right one, I'm going to keep that over here around 80s. This is the paper support arm that flips up from the back like a switchblade and extends. And if you load your page in crooked, that's actually really straight, but if you load it in crooked like this is the paper bale that sits on top. It's got 2 adjustable rollers and a scale. So if you load that in crooked, you can use the paper release and straighten that out like this and flip it back. Now you have a straight page. Once you hear the bell, you're near the end of the margin. Hit this line space, get you back to the beginning, and skips 1, 1.5, or 2 spaces. Right now we have it on single, but if you want 1.5, just flip the switch down 1 notch. It skips 1.5. One more, it skips 2. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line and switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side here. Flip that down to the orange indicator. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon, which is red. When you have it in the middle, it doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. When you have it up top on the blue indicator, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. We're going to move that down for red. Beautiful. Has a fairly lighter touch than the SM3 and the SM4, which are also amazing machines. Elite number 8 typeface prints 12 or 11 characters per inch, which is common for Olympia, but not common for typewriters in general. It's right there in the middle between 10 and 12. Typically, you'll see 10 or 12, which is Pica or Elite, but this is right down the middle. It's got the sweet spot. Beautiful print, excellent machine all around. To pull the page out easy, we're going to flip that forward like we did to straighten the page. Unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy, or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. Going to flip this down for now and put the color back on black. Shift on each side and shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. MR stands for margin release. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that MR button. It doesn't allow you to type past that all the way to the end. This is your carriage lock. You flip that up and move the carriage to the middle. It locks the carriage in the middle, so when you have it in the case, it doesn't bang around, causing any kind of damage. It comes with a leather zip case. Sorry, I got this thing all. It's pretty nice. Zipper zips all the way up, and when you put it in the case, this usually will gum down on its own, but that protects the line space and it tucks it in so it's nice and flush with the typewriter. And this is why you get some kind of scuffing here every now and then. People will have it down and try to return the carriage. We're going to unlock the carriage by flipping that switch down like that. And this is your touch control. Right now it's all the way on low with the minus sign. If you want to increase the tension, just move it down to the plus sign, and that increases the tension when you hit the keys. Very important to some of these lighter touch machines. If you like a heavy touch, then just play with that to gauge your preference. Backspace on the right side, very smooth. One of the smoothest typewriters you can get. Tab button. This has a manual, not a manual tab set, but a keyboard tab set. This is the difference between the SM8 and the SM9. Is this one has a tab set and clear on the keyboard, whereas the SM8 has a manual tab set on the back of the carriage. So if your tabs are on the back side, then you have an SM8 or SM3. If they're on the keyboard here, then you have an SM9 or an SM4. But the SM3 and 4 don't have this type of body style, but they do have similar function. So right now we have tabs set on 10 space intervals. So I'm just going to clear those all by flipping this down right here. That's an all tab clear. Clears all your tabs. So now we don't have any. It's got a nice tab break, but I always like to set a tab somewhere in the middle so that way when you hit the tab button, it doesn't go slamming all the way to the end, causing wear and tear on your typewriter. By hitting that set button on the right side of the space bar, stops at that spot. To clear that one specific tab and not all of them, you hit the clear button on the left side. So now we don't have any tabs. I'm going to set that again. The hood opens like a car hood. All the brand new ribbons loaded on the left side, so it's pulling clockwise to the right if you want to switch that direction manually. The side you want it to go to behind the spool, there's a little switch there, and you just move that switch towards the middle. A little hard to, there's not that much clearance, but that's meant to automatically swap anyway. You shouldn't have to do that manually unless something gets stuck. The eyelid at the end of the ribbon will catch onto that and swap it to the side it needs to go to. And if you don't have eyelets, you can tie a knot, and that should catch that. That's the side we want it to go to. Very good. Some SM9s will have the touch control on the inside, but this one here is on the side here. Some SM9s also have the tab set and clear on the left side, and then the touch control will be on the inside. All right. Carriage release on both sides. Some SM9s do not have two carriage releases, one on each side. Some SM9s will only have it on the right side. Pretty sure all SM8s only have one on the right side. This is your paper support arm. Very cool. And carriage release on the left side. Super smooth. And if you pull the knob out on the left side, it disables the spacing, so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You let it go, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is a half a space. And same concept with, actually it doesn't have one. Sometimes they have one on the back here that does the same thing, but that's how you do it. So you move this line space selector all the way back. It disables the spacing. You want to be careful when you do that because you will lose your line. I think it's the SM4 and the SM3 that has it right here. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.